You will not believe the take of this man. Some sort of oracle, please. This is 40 Hours Football. I'm Cole.
I'm Sean.
Welcome to Overrated 11 for the Premier League.
And in goal, Kevin Kelleher. He makes way too many simple mistakes and he gets away with it because he's got a small team club behind him.
Okay, my first pick is Jordan Pickford.
Outrageous.
Now listen, hear me out. Good shot stopper. However, 13th in the league and had faults. I'm not having it. I'm okay with him going to England because he's the best we got. Does not make him underrated. For me, overrated.
Of course, that is our first disagreement. So,
okay, so first challenge up, just like the last video, is crossbar challenge. I'm the reigning champ. Let's see if Sean can get it in less than 10.
yeah, probably.
Come on, let's go. I don't even know what to say. I'm up next. I'm in a row. Sean's not made it difficult for me. I might just toe poke it. Cut that out.
Worst one so far? Worst attempt between us, though. That was the worst attempt between us. Oh, that would be considered the best, I guess. You can have your next player in if you hit it twice. Oh.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. My player. Taking your one spot again.
I can't hit the crossbar. At left back, I've got Nico Williams from Nottingham Forest. He was a top 3 left back for most people at the end of last season, not me of course, but his shortcomings this season have proved that he's just not at that level.
And my left back is Destiny Udogie for Tottenham. You can be rated as whatever you think you are. 17th, too many defensive laps, lazy on the ball.
Alright, hear me out. I get that you don't like Destiny Udogie, but no one rates that guy anymore. He's useless and people know that.
Okay, I will forfeit this one. Nico Williams can be our left back of choice. Load it on the screen. All right, 2 centre backs. I'm going to go next. I've got Mickey van der Ven.
Me too! We've got an agreement.
Finally.
I would shake your hands, but my hands are full.
We're busy.
I'll kiss you instead. Who's your other centre back then?
Christian Romero.
You just go to Spurs defence.
Your whole face said your whole opinion then. Big name, big defender. However, can't get round how bad of a performance the whole team were this year.
Red card machine.
He doesn't care. You know what I mean? So I've got to rate him down, and he might become to Chelsea.
I've got a player we can both agree on at the other side of the centre backs.
Go on.
You want to talk about someone who's rated? Jean-Paul Van Hecker is getting put in reputable people's team of the seasons.
Yeah.
He's one of the worst defenders I've ever seen.
Yeah,
if he is one-on-one with someone, 10 out of 10 times, he loses that battle.
Yeah.
Van Hecker has to be in this team.
All right, I'll concede this one as well. Come on, then. Let's put Van Hecker up there on the sheet.
Oh yeah, my agenda lives!
Something I won't sway on though is the right back, Pedro Porro. I'm attacking the whole back four of Tottenham. Ooh. Pedro Porro overrated again. He's just an angry little man. Very good at football, but not good enough for the Premier League. And again, 17th, and all you are is a little rage machine, like from inside out. Crazy.
At my right back, I got Matty Cash, and my simple reasoning was that he's washed.
I think we can all get Sean to jump over to the Pedro Porro bus.
I will concur. Pedro Porro is slightly overrated.
Okay, there we go.
Why do Man City want to buy him?
Pass. Moving into midfield now. Centre midfielders. Who you got, Sean?
It's nice to have a couple of agreements, but I'm not moving on any of these three, so
let's go.
We are going to war over this.
I'm ready.
First one, Andre Santos. If you think he's better than being the worst player in the league, you overrate him because he's the worst player in the league.
This position, I had Alexis McAllister. Big hype on him a couple of years back, and he has essentially done nothing apart from get booted by Doku last year in the chest. I can't really see why everyone rates him so much. He's probably just as good as Florian Wirtz, and I've got a feeling Florian Wirtz might be a name Sean brings up in a minute.
Oh, you best believe.
What are we saying on this?
I'm not moving.
Versus, you're not moving?
I'm not moving.
All right, then, challenge number 2, let's go.
Straight away. It wouldn't be fair if we did crossbar challenge for every challenge because I'm not very good at that. So now we're doing nothing but net. That ball has to hit that net before it hits the ground. We've got lovely segmented parts of the ground that we will be using. Maximum 1 attempt. You get 1 go. If you miss and the next person hits it, you're out.
Are you going to go first?
Yeah.
Go on then. Fair enough. We'll take it. Nothing but net. Yeah, I'll take this if you want to talk.
No worries, mate. Just casual, calm with it. Casually calm with it. Ain't got no fear. No fear that this doesn't go in. Gonna break my ankle standing on that slightly raised part. But nice inside foot, top bins, no look. Nothing but net, mate. Nothing but net. Now is the issue. Because now it's quite far away. Is the big deal. I mean, we might as well cut to that lovely camera there. You're right, lads. I ain't spoke to you in a while. You're at the other end of the pitch, by the way. That's far away, that is. This is going to have some curve on it, you know, to stay in the air. But that's fine. We're capable. It didn't even go in. It's got to go in. It's got to go. Not in. That was a good race. I got the ball.
I wasn't going for the ball. I was going to see if it was in.
We should have gone for the ball, mate.
Okay. It's raised. It's raised.
Can't fake that
It's
one.
raised. Look.
Can't fake that one.
Look, it's raised. It's raised.
My second centre mid, someone who's been nominated for Young Player of the Season, even though they got relegated. Mateus Fernandes is getting linked to every club in the world, yet I haven't seen him kick the ball straight once.
West Ham wonder kid. Come on.
This guy is awful. He got relegated with Southampton. Then what happened? He got relegated with West Ham. What's going to happen next? I don't know. Maybe he signs for Brighton and then gets relegated with Brighton.
Relegated with West Ham is a hella tongue twister.
Who is your second centre mid to combat mine?
James Maddison from
He's
Tottenham.
not rated.
Everyone is rating him. Tottenham, he's the man. He's the one injured, basically his whole life. Comes back for 5 minutes. Everyone thinks he'll save our season. No, De Zerbi saved your season. James Maddison is a mascot. Love him as a guy. Cool dude. You picked the wrong team, no problem. But still, and great hair. But honestly, overrated by everybody. That's why you're not in the England squad. BT Dubs.
Are you willing to move?
No.
I'm willing to move. I'm willing to give you James Maddison. I am willing to move Mateus Fernandes off because he's young and I get it.
Yeah.
So maybe people see a future that I don't see.
Listen, getting relegated is not a bad thing. Look at Ramsdale. He's been relegated so many times.
And now he's back up for Newcastle, who are going to get relegated next season.
Yeah, maybe. We're not challenging. That's it. James Maddison's locked in.
James Maddison's here. Far too many Spurs players in this list. Where'd they come?
Okay, and the next West Ham again for me, over Fernandes, Lucas Paqueta.
My challenge for you is Florian Wirtz. 140 million for Philip Billing, but small. That's what he is. He's Philip Billing.
Do you know what? Because on a technicality, my guy's not actually in the league.
Yeah.
Florian Wirtz is going on there.
Yeah.
It is harsh. Expectations were really high. He's come in, done absolutely nothing. Poor lad. But fair enough. Him and McAllister, same dude.
You don't get to be a record transfer and do that. Score one good goal.
He'll come over to Chelsea to follow Xabi
I hope
Alonso.
not. I really hope not.
Yeah, I hope not
Don't
too.
come
Contract
here. I do
too
not
much.
want a dynamic 8 who can't actually play football.
All right, let's hit the wings then. I have got on the left Trossard.
You lose.
So overrated.
You lose.
Who have you got?
Anthony Gordon, who just moved to Barcelona for 70 million and got picked for England. 70 million to Barcelona.
You think he'd be worth more?
You think it'd be worth way less?
I'm not going to challenge you. I'm going to take Anthony Gordon. But Trossard, you got lucky. I'm just not a big fan. I think you've gone from a whiz kid at Brighton to an absolute shit house at Arsenal, and it's ruined your game. You used to be good. Now, a bit of a puppet. It is what it is.
Does constantly look like he's in shock or that he just woke up after an hour's sleep.
He feels ill. Yeah, it's
Vampire
poor
guy.
lad.
Maybe he's a vampire.
Maybe.
Don't piss him off if he's a
Maybe.
vampire.
Can only play in stadiums.
Left wing, we've
during-
got Andy Gordon.
Yeah, on the right wing, go on.
Right wing, I've got Pedro Neto. Maybe not overrated because I think people have found out he's not that guy anymore. But his celebration, he puts his fingers in the air. No one's ever spoken about you, mate.
Yeah, it's 'cause they're
I'm
saying
the
he's
first
rubbish.
person bringing you up.
They're saying he's trash, and
No
then he
one-
scores a goal.
No one's spoken about him in 5 years. I'm the first person to say your
Came to
name.
Chelsea 2 years ago.
Screw that guy.
Never mind. The actual one going on is Jarrod Bowen. Jarrod Bowen, everyone's rating this dude. He's just been relegated. He should go with West Ham. Listen, he married Mr. West Ham's daughter. He has to go with West Ham and bring them back up. He probably won't. He'll probably get a move to
Chelsea.
I don't know.
We're linked with him.
Yay.
To replace Pedro Neto.
In that case, he's not. No, I'm joking. Integrity above everything else. Overrated. Arguments?
No, I'm willing to move on Jarrod Bowen. I think
to
he
hear
is
it.
more overrated than Pedro Neto.
No, I've got a feeling we might be up for a challenge for the striker.
Striker, I have someone who was called 2 metre Messi, and that is just disrespect to my GOAT. I have Nick Voltemada,
Yeah.
came to the Premier League, couldn't hack the physicality, got a cramp every game, and was one of the worst strikers I've ever seen.
Yeah. He got lucky with a couple of goals though.
Start of the season, I thought maybe this is the guy. And
Yeah.
then he started getting cramp in the 15th minute of every game.
Yeah, that's
And I
right.
was like, this guy
This guy
cannot do, he couldn't play Sunday League.
Mine was Jean-Philippe Mateta for Crystal Palace.
There's no way.
Yes, absolutely way. This guy, celebration's really cool. The credit goes to Glasner, not to Mateta. Mateta has been essentially a tap-in merchant. Just Crystal Palace Gakpo, Selhurst Park Gakpo. Like, all he does is tap it in from 6 yards. Never scores anything, no real technical ability. But respect, striker to striker, he scores.
I'm not moving on Nick Voltemada.
You're not moving?
Nah.
All right, looks like we're going for a challenge for the last one. Let's see what finishes this off. Okay, we all know which challenge is up next. It is the weighted pass. Sean absolutely dominated the last one. Redemption from me. We're going to do one little change this time though. Same time.
I am the Umbro ball. Carl is the fusion ball.
Let's go, baby.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I've gone over again.
I've gone way too short, I think. The camera! But that is on the line. Mine's closer to the line, but yours is on the line. Mine's closer to the line we're aiming for, but
Ladies and gentlemen, on the line is, as on the line does, on the line. Technicality is technicality, is as it does. The line is the line.
now, of course, managing this overrated bunch of fools, for me, is Eddie Howe.
Oh,
The fact he's still employed means he's overrated. Newcastle fans, and you're bored, you're stubborn. He should have been gone at Christmas. For some reason, you kept him. Then you finished below Sunderland. Your world's over.
This one is easy. He's just got to move to Liverpool. Andoni Iraola. What are Liverpool doing? He has one amazing season, amazing, with Bournemouth, and yet now for some reason
Where are you
we're in the
looking?
twilight zone because Iraola is now the new Liverpool manager.
It does strike me with a little bit of the Thomas Franks, you know, bit of the
Yeah.
Thomas the Frank engine vibe.
Maybe someone's just trying to give Liverpool a season off the Prem.
My team of the season manager cannot move on this to your manager. So,
I'd be willing to move on this.
okay, Eddie
Okay.
Howe,
I think Eddie Howe is a far more overrated manager
you are the most overrated manager in the world.
than Andoni Iraola.
In the world, not even just the Premier League, in the
No,
world.
Premier League, come on. Okay, and with that, that is our agreed overrated 11 for this Premier League 25-26 season. Remember, I'm Carl,
I'm Sean.
and this is 48 Hours Football. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next year for exactly this.
Don't question where I got the microphone from.
Peace.